Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Today we are going to start with the Angel Answer deck here, and we're going to get some energy from there and see what other things come to the front here. So I'm here to do a reading for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is Elsie. If you are someone who's never been here before, I hope you will subscribe. For those of you who are coming back, because you always do, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I also appreciate anybody who gives me a thumb up on a video, and I appreciate you even if you don't. So if that's not what you do, that's cool too. But we have here, we are going to start with two cards, and the first one is the situation will improve. So I feel like there is something going on here, Aries, that yeah, you're having a hard time with something here, improving health. So you could be someone who is having health issues. And let's clarify that just a little more to see what is going on here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please give us some more information for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. One more. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is the highest good of Aries for the week ahead? The highest good of Aries. What does Aries need to know? What's the most important thing? Okay, so that you'll know that the situation will improve. Oh, yikes. Okay, so the situation's going to improve, but it's a situation where, you know, the door might look closed, but then you'll get pushed out a window. Kind of thing. Yeah, this is my kind of reading, Aries, because this shit usually happens to me. So we have the situation will improve. How will it improve? Well, here comes the Tower. That's why it will improve. And then we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Well, you will be unburdening yourself, Aries. That's the deal. You will be unburdening yourself because here comes a Tower. Yep, for sure. Let's take a look at improving health. For those of you who have health that's been wavering, let's take a little look into here. Please know that you must go to your doctor for information. I am not the person to come to for a health reading, but what can we do to improve your health? Well, Four of Pentacles. It says here that maybe you don't need to share as much as you think you do. I think that sometimes when we are around others, we feel like people that we don't know particularly. I mean, let's face it, you guys. Whenever you go to a party, you go out, you go somewhere, people want to know two things about you because they need to want to try and put you in a box somewhere in their life. So the first thing they're going to ask you is, what do you do for a living? Because that's what they're going to ask you, so they know how to treat you. You know, they know what hierarchy they're putting you into when it comes to their life. So I feel like the Four of Pentacles says, to improve your health, don't give so much away. Stop giving so much away to people who really don't value the information that you're sharing with them. So stop sharing parts of yourself that people really aren't interested in hearing about. The Four of Pentacles talks about being, you know, a little bit covert with some information and places that you go. It's about keeping it under the surface, under your hat, holding it close to the chest. You could be doing this with money right now because this is Pentacles. I feel like also this improving health could be financial health. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be anything to do with your physical health because we are talking about Pentacles. So your financial life might be improving coming up forward here. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're having a really hard time in a situation. It could be in a relationship. It doesn't have to be, but you are having a really hard time in a situation that's making you super overly emotional. It might be because of a love situation, but I feel like you're not saying anything about the love. In fact, I feel like you haven't told someone what your feelings are. You might be more occupied with money right now, trying to keep money in your pocket. Your health will improve. It says improving health, financial health. I think that your financial health had run out. That's what I feel. Two of Cups in reverse is no love. It's yeah, all the emotion has poured out of it. You know what I think? I think somebody here used to be really materialistic. That's what I feel. I might be connecting with someone who used to value materials over people. but I feel like you've realized there is no emotions in material things, right? And you've realized that in order to be able to move forward into your life, you have to detach from some of these things. Now, that being said, I do think your financial health is going to get better. And I feel like it might be because of some sort of a breakup. So we have the Two of Cups in the reverse here, someplace where there is no longer emotional connection. I feel like you used to overthink these finances. I think you're actually just going to just let up on a lot of things here. I feel like you're going to let up on love. You're not going to hold yourself to a certain standard. I also feel like you're done overthinking it. It hurts you and you don't want to do it anymore. I feel like the Tower is here and allowing you to drop the burden of something that you didn't have courage to do. I feel like well, I see the Strength in reverse in a couple ways. And the first way I see it is inner strength. So when it's reversed, it's like you are trying to have strength for yourself. But I feel like when it's Strength in the upright, it's more about being strong about the things that are going on and having courage. So we have it in the reverse here. And I feel like the strength, the inner strength that you need to have is until this situation does improve. Okay, let's look at this Tower here. What's going on in this Tower for Aries in the week ahead? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for our Aries folks. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Aries, please. One more. Tell me about this Tower, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Six of Cups. Okay, so I feel like there is something that has been ongoing for a very long time. Six of Cups is also about lifetimes. There is something that's going on that has happened lifetimes upon lifetimes, or it could have happened with someone that you've known for a long time. So Six of Cups is also childhood memories. It's also childhood friendships and people who kind of grow up together. So that Six of Cups could also be someone that you've known from the past, or someone that you've known for a very long time. Sister, brother, mother, father. Could also be a lover, though. Doesn't have to be. So let's look at the Six of Cups. What else can you tell me about the Tower, please? For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please give me more information about this Aries Tower. We have the Empress. Okay, so there is some sort of a tower going on. There is some energy that's come to this is supposed to fall, of course, because the Tower is Major Arcana. It is Scorpio. It is Major Arcana. You can't skirt around the Tower. Of course, you have to go through the Tower, but I feel like the Tower is going to unburden you somehow. With the falling of the Tower, yeah, it's going to unburden you. I feel it's going to separate you from someone you've known for a long time. I feel like this Tower could be you saying, you know, I'm done with you, I'm done with you, I'm done with you, I'm done with you. And I think you're cutting things out of your life. I call it the no bullshit stage. I went through that just, I don't know, about 6 months ago. I feel like, yeah, somebody is coming into their own. They're being confident. I feel like with the Empress energy that this person has decided to get up and do something. Yeah. The Empress energy helps people around them grow, right? The Empress is also someone who could be of childbearing age. It doesn't have to be, but it is divine feminine energy. So if you, whether or not you are male or female, you could have this divine feminine energy. I feel like this feminine energy, the Empress is someone who is the homemaker. She is someone who makes the home lovely, who loves to nurture, whether it's animals or children or, you know, adults, it doesn't matter. But there's always things blooming around her, right? You can see that everything here is in full bloom. And not only does she have a good relationship with people, but she is someone that animals will flock to because she does have that good, intuitive, beautiful energy. Yeah, there are, looks like apples that are growing on the tree behind her there. So what I feel is like this Empress is someone that you've known for a while. And the Empress is Taurus and Libra. We do have the Six of Cups here, which is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Of course, the Tower is Scorpio. We do have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And that is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. We have Leo in the card of strength right here. We do have Pentacles here, and the Four of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then we have the Two of Cups, which is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. We do have pardon me, we do have air energy here, and it is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. So I feel like what's going on here, we'll go back to this, is the Empress, I feel is someone who is waiting on someone else. There we go. Okay, so I feel like the Empress has been waiting on you, Aries. The Empress has been waiting on you to make a move, I think. The Queen of Wands tells me that the energy that your Empress embodies is someone who's very motivated. Someone who's motivated, someone who wants to move forward, someone who takes action, someone who seems to have luck with her all the time. And I'm saying her, of course, because there is a female on the card, but y'all know we're reading divine feminine, divine masculine energy. We're not reading whatever's on your meat suits, okay? So we have the Two of Cups, which tells me that someone is in love with someone who's embodying the Queen of Wands energy. I think it's the Empress. I think, Aries, you are seeing the Empress as someone who is a fire sign. So your Empress could have fire in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus, and the fire signs are Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So they could have fire somewhere in their chart. They also could have water, which is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So you could be looking at someone who's highly intuitive here as well. All right. So we have over here, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and it is talking about health. And what I think it's coming to is financial health. But I think that you're out of the confusion about the financial health. Yeah, I see you in Temperance here. Yeah, and now it's time to go. Aries, things are about to get crazy. The Wheel of Fortune's here. Here's your divine timing. Whatever you've had on your mind that you've been thinking about forever, that shit's about to go down. Yeah, and you are going to be leading it, of course, right? I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and whether you know that or not, I think it's going to give you balance. Yeah, I feel like whatever was going on financially that might have been a problem is going to clear itself up. But I feel like this Two of Cups in the reverse is something we need to talk about. Why is this Two of Cups in the reverse, please? The Two of Cups is in the reverse because there is someone who is the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you've either lost feelings for this person in the Nine of Pentacles. So first of all, the Nine of Pentacles, that person is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's pre-Empress energy. And that person is, you know, they're only one pentacle away from the Ten of Pentacles, which is more money than they need. So this person is someone who is very much about study. They want to grow their business. They're more focused on their pentacles and their abundance than they are on you. So you are going to have to shake somebody out of their tree if you feel like you need to speak with them. I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is here because this is the person that you've left out in the cold, Aries. This person right here, the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you've left this person out in the cold. I feel like I feel like there's no emotion left here. So I think it's overall health, honestly. When we're looking at your health's about to get better, I think it's mental health, physical health, and financial health. So there you go. You got the trifecta here. I think it's all of it. It's talking about all of it. I really feel like what was blocking you from getting whatever it was that you wanted from moving forward is this Eight of Swords. And I feel like now that it's in the reverse, you can let go of whatever was holding you up in your mind. And through some temperance, maybe some yoga, maybe some breathing, maybe some divine intervention. You know, the Temperance is all about alchemy, right? It's only one perfect time in the universe when this will happen, right? When Temperance will come up with the Wheel of Fortune. It's only in divine timing that alchemy and the divine timing would ever come up together. So that's a really big thing in this reading that you should pay attention to. The universe is telling you the alchemy, it is the perfect moment. There's only one perfect moment for this wheel to turn, and it's now. It's divine timing. So whatever you were going after, whatever you wanted to do, it's time for you to do that now. We have the Strength in the reverse. I wanted to see why you need the inner strength here. Sounds like it's getting a little serious. What the heck? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. So we have somebody who was in themselves. Yeah, the inner strength to me. Yeah, I feel like the strength in the reverse is inner strength. So it's not that you don't have courage or don't have the strength. I just feel like you were pulling it back to you is what you're doing, and you're healing with it. So, oh, that's a transmutation of energy, isn't it? So I think I'm talking to someone who is quite intuitive and probably a healer, and they don't know it. So, you could have water in your chart for sure. If it's in your moon, though, if you're a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, and it's in your moon, you are highly, highly intuitive, especially if you're Pisces. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords. I feel like the Four of Swords and one sword is Five of Swords. I feel like you are hulking up. For those of you who are too young to know what that means, you'll have to Google it. I feel like you're hulking up to move forward, like to take a big jump forward. That's what I feel this is. The Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords is the Five of Swords. You're ready to fight to the death for something that you really prize, that you really, really, really want. And I feel like you want to do it quickly because the Knight of Swords is here. I feel like that maybe it's a moment in time when you're like, okay, that's it. I gotta go, and I gotta go right now. It might be something you see, something you hear from a friend, something. I feel like you get information that makes you want to go fight for a certain soul. Yeah. And then we have the Magician. Yeah, you've been manifesting this here. I think you've been hulking up for a little while in your Magician energy here. I think you're trying to learn how to use your new tools. And I say that because I felt just now that somebody has come through some sort of an awakening. I feel like you're moving forward quickly now, Aries, because you have found your tools of alchemy here. The Magician, you have all the tools that you need, and you've just realized that you have all the tools you need in order to move forward and fight for what it is that you want. Now, before we use these, we will go on. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Thank you. There we go. Let's throw some oracles on this. What time we got here? I'm just going to see what time it is. Sorry, my numbers are very light. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Still got time. Let's take a look at some oracle message from Denise Lynn. So tell me, please, what is going on here? If we can have more information about the Magician who is manifesting. I feel the Queen of Wands in love. I feel like that you want to go towards this Queen of Wands here. This person could be a fire sign. They don't have to be, but they could definitely have fire in their chart. We have the situation will improve. So if you are thinking about someone who you wanted to improve a situation with, maybe a love situation, I feel like that's what we have here. We have the situation will improve. So I want these oracle cards here to tell us about how this situation is going to improve. Because right now I see you have all the tools. I see that you have, you've healed. You've got 5 swords. You're going to go rushing in. And what's going to happen from here? You feel like you have everything that you need to tell this person that you are in love with them. We have leadership and freedom. So Aries, you are the person who's going to have to take the leadership role on this, but I think you already knew that. The universe has been telling you that since you were born, right? You are the leader. You are the first in the zodiac, and you are the leader. So I feel what we have here is you taking charge of a situation that is going to give you much more freedom to be the leader than you ever had before. I feel like you're pulling away from the pack. So whatever you're doing, whatever's going on in your life right now, I feel like you had a lot of people around you, a lot of chatter. I feel like birds, they're more about gossip than anything else. It's like chitter chatter, people saying things as they go by. I feel like you're pulling away from that group. So what I feel like you're using your Magician for, you have all the tools for the leadership for sure. You've had that all your life, but I don't know that you're really familiar with freedom, to be sure. I really don't feel like you have ever felt like a free bird. Yeah. And you know, when I see this card, the first thing I always think is you can't cage the free bird. Someone who is free will not bow to your rules, will not bow to whatever you tell them to do. This is the free bird. The free bird makes their own decisions. And I feel like the leadership, you have taken a leadership role in your own life to become the free bird. Because I feel like there is something brewing here that you have yet to take care of. Okay, so I feel like what's going on, the financial health, I feel like the health, the mental health, the physical health, and the financial health, I feel like as soon as you bring somebody back in from the cold here, because I think that's what you want to do, I feel like things move forward really quickly from here because it is the right time, and we just got 2 confirmations from the universe that the time is now. So if you're looking for, and I think I've said this in a reading in the last couple of weeks, if you've been looking for a sign, this is probably it, because I got to tell you that I can't remember the last time I pulled the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance side by side. I'm just saying that Temperance is Sagittarius and the Wheel of Fortune is all for signs that are fixed. So that is Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Okay, so what's going to happen here? So we've got improving health. I feel like your improving physical health gives you the power to go out in the community and show them that you've been transformed. I feel like you are transforming, like I said, financially and in your personal health. But I feel like the one that we really need to talk about is your mental health. I feel like you now have mental health. And I think that you were trying to find that. I think that's what led you to your freedom, is the fact that you just got tired of feeling the way that you were feeling in a situation where your health was, okay, now I'm overweight because I sat around too much because I'm depressed. And these are real problems, y'all. For any of you who have not ever been depressed or full of anxiety, which is very few, you know that there are days when you feel powerless, that you literally feel like you have no power in your body and you will just lay there. I feel like somebody here might have been feeling that way, feeling blue, feeling depressed. I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose you, but I feel the energies here. And the energy of power, this card here, it tells me that you actually did get up and do something. You started doing community work. You wanted to do better in the world. You want to leave the world better than when you left it. And that's when I think you start to transform. So these cards here, the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance, are doing double duty here. They're not only telling you that it's time for you to move forward in this freedom of whatever it is that you want in this world, but that they're going to back you up with the power for you to do it as well. All right. Let's do a little bit of clarifying. What time we got here? Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of clarifying on these cards here, and then we are going to go into the extended. We're going to lay more cards over the top. We're going to take out more oracles. We're going to piece it apart a little bit more. There's more information in here that I think that we could talk about here. But first of all, let's talk about leadership. Leadership, I feel, Aries, that you are somewhere you don't want to be. I see the prison card here, and when you feel like you're in prison, maybe you're in the prison of leadership. That could be it. Because, you know, someone who is a leadership kind of personality will get thrown to the front of the line in really any situation. And I feel like you have been in a prison where you can't show your leadership, which means to me that someone who used to maybe go out and talk about leadership, go out and touch people, go out and, you know, that kind of thing, I feel like you no longer do that, which tells me you could be working at home when you're used to being in an environment that's very busy and moving, and now it almost seems as though you need to break free from that because you're no longer getting out of this work what you used to get out of it. And I feel like for some of you it is the workplace, and I feel for some of you it is that you're living in a prison and you need to take a leadership role to get the heck out. So what I mean by prison is you may be working at home, eating at home, sleeping at home, staying at home. You need to break free from this prison that you've created. Yeah, it's time for you to have some freedom. Freedom. We have a conversation. Yeah, I really feel like you may have been in a business position where you talk to a lot of people in a day. And now that you are working from home because of pandemic, I feel like the only conversation you have is with yourself. Like, I need to get out of here. I need the freedom. I'm tired of this place that I live, the prison that I've built. which is a little bit ironic, right? If you've built your own house and then it becomes your prison. Whew. Okay, so let's look at the power. I feel like you got up and did something, and then you realized that you could get up and do something. So the power here, tell me what this power is. We've got haughtiness. There is something that someone is doing in your environment that pisses you off. You don't like it. Someone's being, got their chest out. Someone is like peacocking around the house. Like, I feel like it's almost like an energy that you're living with that lives in your home, whether it's kids or a spouse or someone you let live with you, a cousin from down south or whatever it is. Haughtiness for me is someone who's showing off, someone who's being very forward, almost rude, sort of kind of teeter-tottering on rude to try and say, well, that's not what I meant. This is what I meant. And then they'll try and flip it on you. I feel like you're living with someone who's kind of, they're showboating in front of you. What's that word? What's the word? Gloating. That's what I just heard. Gloating. I was like, glue? What? Gloating is what I just heard. This person is gloating. They're showboating and they're gloating. And I think that that their reign of power is coming quickly to an end. Yeah, I feel like you're about to get freedom. Yep, I think that's what it is. And in the community, we have a messenger. Interesting. I feel like you learn something about this showboating person. Yeah, I feel like you go to the community or speak to someone, a friend, or someone who was at a party that this haughty person was at. And I feel like that person, you're hearing stories about that person now. It might have been like what was it? Think about that for a second. What was that? It was, this person is showboating and talking about you, gossiping and shit when you're not around. So it was somewhere you didn't go with them. So if that's your spouse or your kid or your grandparent or your cousin that's living with you from down south, you took them somewhere and that person heard this other person talking about you, gossiping about you. I feel like there's some messages out in the community that you're going to have to straighten out after you get your freedom here. Because I feel like the freedom is in conversation. You need to speak to people in your community and figure out what's going on. All right, so what we are going to do is I feel like there is something brewing over here in terms of this Empress, that I feel like somebody is in love with the Empress, this person who presents to them as the Queen of Wands, someone who's got it all together, someone who's really passionate about what they do, and someone who things just seem to come to. They're a really good manifester. I feel like this tower is falling for a reason. I think you no longer want to be burdened with whatever is happening over here. I feel like there is somebody here who is in a group of people. Aries, you're in a group of people that are saying one thing to your face and something else behind your back. So please be careful about that. We have divine timing for you. You are going to find all of this out. It is divine timing, and there is temperance here. You will find out what's going on here. You may not find out right away, though. That's the thing. We're going to find out who's talking about you behind your back. We're going to find out what power that's going to have over you in your community as you receive these messages. And we're going to talk about this temperance and the wheel that's moving forward on this person that you left out in the cold. I feel like you left someone out in the cold that is the Nine of Pentacles, and I feel like there has to be some answers about that. Yeah, because this is a big mitt full of energy right here. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles is someone who, does their own things, takes care of themselves, runs their own business. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. You left this person out in the cold. I feel like with temperance, that temperance and the Wheel of Fortune tells me that the health of this is going to be better. This is also about, good health. And we are talking about improving health. It's, healthy to be within your soul, be within your mind, and be within your body at the same time. So, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that it's divine timing and things are coming forward here. So if you want to find out what is going to be happening in divine timing, I'll see you over at the extended. And if this is where we part, Aries, thank you so much for coming here and clicking here. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the reading. As I don't really have control of the content, I'm sorry. So if you're giving me a thumbs down because it's not your story, it's really not fair. I'm just saying, I'm just the messenger. So I'm going to go for now. And if you want to come over and see what's going to happen from here, then we will be doing that in the extended. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Aries.